Hi everyone, I'm Lady T506. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 7 finale. We're going to start off with Peter and Cynthia. They are at Bar 1. Peter is packing things up because their lease is up. I don't know if it was last season or early this season. They had some troubles with the people they were renting from. The people they were renting from were not paying their mortgage. Peter and Cynthia were paying the rent on Bar 1, but the people who owned the building was not paying the mortgage. The place got foreclosed on, I believe, or something like that. So now Peter and Cynthia, they are moving Bar 1 to another location. They showed the location like some episodes back, where it's, I guess, in the up and coming area in Atlanta. So they were reminiscing about all the parties they've had there, everything that went on there, and for whatever reason, Cynthia has to bring up the fact that, Nene's no longer there, and her and Peter are more happier than ever. Like, Nene was the main cause of your unhappiness in your marriage. That may be true, but I just don't see it. How can you blame Nene for everything that was going wrong in your life? But now that she's not there, like, everything is roses. So I don't know. So Mama Joyce decides to throw a dinner party for the whole family. Candy, Todd, Riley, her two sisters, Aunt Bertha, and I cannot remember the other auntie's name. All of Candy's aunties and uncles and a plethora of cousins. So they get there, everybody's saying how good the food was. Candy's like, she know her aunties are the ones that cooked all the food, because Joyce don't cook nothing. So she's like, yeah, everybody, Ty show got picked up for a second season. Everybody's like, yeah, that's good for you, Ty, congratulations. And then she's like, and I'm thinking about going to LA with him. And Mama Joyce gives this look of like, you going to LA, Candy? I'm trying not to do her voice, but I'm going to try not to just keep that out here. But she's like, you giving that look at like, what? You going to LA for what? You live here in Atlanta. And Riley's like, well, what I'm going to do about school, because I have a future that I'm trying to, see go into fruition. And I can't be just out of school like that. I'm in school, what you gonna do? And Kate's like, I haven't decided yet, but, I am thinking about it. And it ain't like we're just gonna be yanking you out of school, Riley. Who's gonna do something like get you in a tutor, get you in school in LA. Something we don't know yet. I haven't decided, alright? This is what we thinking of right now, okay? Alright. So Mama Joy, she's like, Todd, I want to apologize for what I said. I'm trying not to do that voice. She's like, Todd, I'm sorry that I talked about your mom and daddy. I should have did that. That was wrong. I was just, repeating what I heard out there on the streets. Which, Mama Joyce, you old enough to know that just because somebody says something does not make it true. I'm going to need you to stop listening to these streets that you were always talking about, because apparently these streets be lying. And I just think she was just saying to be mean. I don't think somebody told me that. And you just up and believe it. You too old to just be believing what any and everybody say. That's all I'm saying. So, Peter and Cynthia, they just walking down the street. And I think he was finna go show her some new location he didn't find that. But in the midst of that, he's like, hey, look at this building. I want you to see it. She's like, oh, this looks nice. He's like, I'm glad you said that, because I just rented this place. It's going to be Peter's Coffee Bistro. Now, that's not the name, but that's how he was acting. She was like, hold up, wait. What you mean? You already signed the lease to this place? He's like, yeah, I just rented this place. I had to jump on it right then and there. And she's giving the look of, hold up. I thought we were supposed to be partners on this, discussing things. And I guess in Peter, his thinking, her as a partner, she's like a financial partner, like an investor. And she has no say of what he gonna do with the money. He just needs the money. And I can understand why she's mad, but she's thinking they finna be partners in this. And Peter up and rented this new building because he wants to start selling coffee. Does Peter know anything about being a barista? Not really sure. Not really sure about all his business actions. I know several of his, business ain't did so well. So why he think he want to jump into coffee? Not really sure. But your girl Cynthia, she's mad about this. I can understand, you just spending money like this. We supposed to be trying to open up a new bar one, and you up there buying this coffee shop because you think this is gonna be a hip and happening place. When people are loving them some Starbucks, they ain't trying to go to the Peter Thompson's coffee brewery right there on the corner street. That's how she giving that look up like, really, Peter, we doing this again. You just up and buying buildings and I'm sitting here looking stupid. So Apollo calls Peter on the phone from prison, and he's going on how his brother has came 4 times to see him. Phaedra hasn't brought his boys. He hadn't been there for 6 weeks. And while he's discussing all his frustrations and anger, Phaedra's on the other side of town talking about something. Well, I didn't talk to the warden. I don't even know if an infant like Mr. Dylan can even go into the prison. And let's say I do take my boys to this prison, and then if Aiden got to go to the restroom, we just can't go to the restroom. That means the meeting is over right here. He is 4 years old. He is going to have to go to the restroom. I don't know if that's good for my boys. I don't know if my boys are going to resent me for taking them. I don't know if they're going to resent me for not taking them. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't even know how I'm going to do what I'm going to do about this situation. So I'm just going to sit back and just think about this. And Apollo's like, well, he's trying to do get into some kind of program to where he can get to a prison closer to Atlanta, I guess, so Phaedra won't feel like she's driving all this out of his way to, bring the boys to see him. And Peter has to, I don't know why Peter has to bring up, like, well, do you know about Phaedra, filing for a divorce, and Cynthia's in her confession, like, yeah, I've heard it all over the blogs. Just because it's in the blogs does not make it true. I'm not saying all blogs are gossip, but just because it was in the blogs does not make it true. Now, if Phaedra herself, who was sitting right next to her, said, yes, I have filed papers, then yes, I can understand. But just because you heard it, like Mama Joyce be hearing it in the streets, does not make it true, Cynthia. You're just going to put that out there. And why Peter felt the need to bring that up, to bring this man down while he's in prison, is beyond me. So Kenya has a screening for the pilot of her new TV show that she wants to get out there. And she is gone over top. It is just like a wedding. You have somebody throwing rice. It's at a mansion. There's a harp player. There's a wedding cake. Kenya is in the full wedding gown and veil. And everybody came in and was like, you know what? Okay, we just gonna go with the flow and go on about everything. And when Claudia was telling Candy what went on at Phaedra's event, she's talking about something, yeah, and Nene just stormed off like that. And Candy's like, what? She didn't mention the fact that Nene came in there, said hi. Nene was on rolls or whatever her position was in the line, and Claudia kept on harping on her about what did and did not go on in Dr. Jeff's, and Nene was not trying to talk to her. She's like, I do not want to talk to you. This is not the time. And Claudia kept on going on. So she she just totally skipped over that whole part of that conversation. It was just like Nene came there, Nene got mad, and Nene left. No, you were doggone trying to start something with Nene, and Nene was like, I will not. I am going to leave. I am being calm, Nene, because I'm thinking about future money, and I'm not letting you bring me down and not get that money. So they have a screening, and it's like, okay, it's her on her wedding day, and then she finds her fiance has cheated on her with somebody. She runs after him with a knife. The girls seem to think it was funny. She had drinks named after them, and that was it. That was basically the episode. Yeah, they did show Nene in her opening for Broadway. Some of her castmates were like, she did really good. She was really excellent. She was nervous. Showed Greg and the audience being supportive like he always is. And she was like, this is very humbling for me, because she's like, this is Broadway, this is off Broadway, this is Broadway. And yeah, it wasn't like she auditioned for it. It's like, you need leads, we want a big star. But nevertheless, she was like, she was gonna give her all, because she's thinking about that money and what other job she could get. So yeah, that was basically the gist of it on. If I left anything out, by all leave, by all means leave. If you do videos or anything, just leave a link of your videos in the description box. And like I always, I thank my subscribers and the people who watch my videos. I want you to like this video, comment, and subscribe, and share this video with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and here on YouTube. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.